Hello everyone, like a vampire from the dead, we rise once again here on Helix Plays Games, down to terrible internet reasons. We are back for a second time tonight. Hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. I've now had to revert to hotspotting from my phone, but we're back to slay some vampires, hopefully, in Redfall. Is this game cursed? Who knows? We'll talk about it on the XPass podcast this week, our weekly Xbox podcast. Thank you to everyone who joined us in the chat. Simon, Yorvar, Jem, Dithlev, and Doc. You're all awesome. Thank you to all our Helix heroes who've tuned in. Richie, we don't have time to go through all the rigmarole because either the internet will die like a 100-year-old vampire, or it will live on, and we shall see. I'm using the power of cloud gaming, which evidently without internet, you cannot do that. Richie, you're joining me, my man of many pixels, here to stab some vampires tonight. Are you excited to get jumped into it?
Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not a big lover of games as a service, but I have enjoyed them when we played them on stream, so let's see what Redfall's all about.
Indeed. Far Cry with vampires is my minimum expectation. Open mind. Who did you pick to start with? Who's your character?
I went with the guy with the yellow jacket.
The guy with the yellow jacket. Okay, I'll go as Jacob then. The dead eye with an undead eye. We've got Layla, the telekinetic threat in student debt. So we're going the verified cryptid hunter. And Remy, the ingenious ingeniera. Yeah, they kind of lost it on the puns near the end. Right, let's see. Jacob, what's he got? Moves like a ghost. After years of special forces sniper, he flipped to the corporate contracts, working with Bellwether Security. That gig eventually brought him to Redfall, where an account with one of the vampire gods left him with strange powers. A ghostly raven companion. Growing up as a foster kid, Jacob is used to tough situations, but the conniving vampires on the island will test his limits. So you've gone with Diviner. Divinda?
Yeah, the only main reason is translocate. Her ability seems pretty fun. So it's basically a teleport.
So Dev, little joke at the game developers there maybe, is an internet famous cryptid hunter and ghost chaser from his home in the UK. Oi oi! He spent years documenting the weed and the hidden. After visiting Redfall to promote his latest book, like a mothman to the flame, Dev finds himself trapped with nowhere to stream to his eager fans, relying on his eccentric inventions to confound his enemies and destroy them. He's as shocked as they are to discover, at last, his fringe technologies actually work. One part terrified, one part fascinated, Dev searches for a way off the island, or at least a way online. Just like us, Richie, we're trying to find a way online. Of course, this is a 4-player co-op game. It can't be played single player, but apparently it's most enjoyable with 4 of you. So we do have 2 spaces on the live stream if you're watching along at home. I'm going to go with Jacob. I'm going to host the game, which I know has been one of the issues. What difficulty shall we go with? Daylight, dusk, or midnight? I'm guessing the darker it is, the better it is for vampires. Shall we go dusk?
I think dusk is probably normal.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's one that's
what it
unlocked.
defaults to, so we'll go with dusk.
And I will attempt to host the game. Yeah, if there's any dips in quality, I am playing through the cloud and also streaming this using the hotspot from my phone, so I do apologize if there's any kind of dips in frame rate or anything. The host player retains all mission progression. The players, you guys out there joining me, will retain your hero level skills, gravelocks, weapons, ammo, and gear. I can see Richie is online, so let's invite Richie along. And anyone in the chat, if you have me added on Xbox Friends, Simon, Helix Plays Games, search it out. Or you might be offline, I'm not too sure. Anyone else out there in the chat, do let us know if you want to join the game and I can send you a request. I see Richie, you've joined the party there. We are back, Hungry Moogle. Thanks for joining us. Yes, internet problems tonight. It does seem like there's a curse going around to some degree. So
exercise it.
We should indeed. We'll go drive a stake right through the internet router's heart.
That might not help your internet.
It might not, but it's what I want to do sometimes, Richie. It's what I want to do sometimes. Simon, let me know. Do you think you can add people after you start, Richie?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm the host, so I guess whatever time you join, it doesn't matter if I'm hosting the game, right? You would expect, maybe, perhaps.
I honestly don't know. Some games let you, some games don't. It might be one of them things between like story missions. It gets you, it lets you jump back in.
Oh, Simon says he's asked to join. Does it come through on the old Xbox? Looking at my Xbox social now. I can see Simon's online. Why haven't I got any requests through then? And why isn't he showing us online? Hi again, said now. Thanks for stopping by.
Good evening. Is the crossplay? Yes. To an extent, because I think it's... what platforms is Redfall out on? Because it's an Xbox first party.
XS and PC, I believe.
Yeah. So the crossplay function will probably just be to different PC clients, or the thought then.
Simon, I've managed to get you an invite sent using the Xbox Social Hub, and Doc, I've sent you one as well. So feel free to join. See where we get with this game. We've said before, Richie, going into it, game's coming under some kind of negative press, shall we say, for better or for worse. Right, we have our squad: Doc, Simon, and ourselves. So let's squad not ready. Oh, do I have to hit ready?
Oh, I haven't hit the ready.
I didn't realize there was a ready up part. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So each of us has a different class. It does look like we can play as the same person, so you're kind of not beholden to having one character each. I've not played this yet. I've not watched any preview footage. I've read many of the reviews in preparation for X-Pass this week, and I've watched many and listened to many podcasts about it. But let's make our own assumptions, because again, after all, here on the channel, Richie, we're here to play games, and that's what we're going to do. So let's dive into killing some vampires. Ready up, Doc, when you can, and we'll get this ball rolling. Shout out as well to everybody this past week who's checked out the Luna Listening podcast, our brand new Amazon Luna monthly podcast that went up on YouTube and also available on most podcast services, depending on how quick they take to push through a first episode of a new show. We really appreciate you checking it out, checking the content out, and shout out to Amazon Luna for showing us some love on the socials as well.
Indeed.
You ready and up, Doc?
Yeah.
I don't think there's actually much to tweak, is there?
Luna was literally the day after we dropped our first ever episode of Luna Listening, they dropped Fortnite. They
did, yeah. Huge news. Yeah, we discussed for like 3 years about how Fortnite could benefit cloud gaming if it came to one of the platforms, and there it goes. Just like that. The day we publish it, it goes live. Which I guess in a way, Richie, in a roundhouse kind of way, it means we've definitely got a topic to talk about on next month's show.
Yeah.
And it's a big topic, and the cadence we intend to, unless they start dropping news like every other day, is for it to be a monthly show, which we aim to get in at the beginning of every month, probably the first Wednesday of every month, basically in time for the Prime games, in time for the new games that have been announced for the forthcoming month, and any news like Fortnite coming. We do have to do a stream of Fortnite. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I haven't played it since I actually came to Nintendo Switch, but gotta check it out.
It's not entirely free to play. You have to have either Amazon Prime or Luna Plus.
Really?
I thought I could help.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in Redfall then.
One drop of my blood could change everything. Free people.
Now, this is one of the criticisms it's came under already, is saying that the budget for like these type of cutscenes, when they just go with like animation instead of like 3D in-game renderings, it's just essentially a virtual comic strip.
going by the lobby, the character
were
models weren't
monsters.
that detailed
They took more than a drop.
for a
They took
like
everything.
a game that's just launched as a AAA exclusive in 2023.
Something evil is swallowing up this place bit by
But
bit.
a lobby doesn't mean what
When
how
the
the game's
people
gonna
here
be.
realized what was
No,
going
not at all.
on, it was already too
So
late.
somebody took her blood, and then the town has started to turn.
Begging the monsters to spare them.
Don't kill me, sir,
Some were just
please.
hiding, scared. Waiting for a rescue that ain't coming.
Oh shit.
Some tried to
Keep the
get
kids away from the window, right? Like, board the windows up.
But the monsters who started all this weren't having it. There's nowhere to go. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad.
There's a few people in our Discord server saying they had a great time playing this game.
Then, it's too late.
I think a lot of games, it depends on the expectations of what games you're
But
into.
There are people who can
And
fight
with
back.
this being like the big thing Microsoft's been pushing this year, there's a lot of
They
expectation
can
behind
save
it.
this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, Jorva says think
There's
about
just
the game
one
as a
thing
double A, not a
standing in
triple A
their
will
way.
help. I think that's where people have been probably
Whole
upset because it's
town
been
full
pushed as a triple A
The vampires.
first party Microsoft exclusive by a beloved developer.
Yeah.
That comes with expectation.
Does. Although we've discussed it on the show, like the way I kind of hold these games from Arcane in my library, my echelon, is like Prey, Dishonored. Like I, in my mind, don't really paint them as like cream of the crop AAA anyway.
I think they're triple A's, they're just not.
That,
What I
again,
think
it's
we have to
all
remember is
subjective,
Sony raised
isn't it?
I think Sony raised the bar with AAA.
Yeah. He's got big hands.
With
Look at the
things
size of his
with things
hands.
Yeah, they're a bit chunky, like. With things like The Last of Us and like Ghost of Tsushima, it's like the bar was raised, and Microsoft's yet to have anything in that sort of level.
Oh.
Rob being absolutely savage in the chat. Glad we're continuing with the retro game trend with this Xbox 360 type.
Oh, that's
From what we've seen so far.
Oh. You can kill. Can you kill
retail
vampires with
as
fire,
well.
Richie? Because that was one sick burn from Rob there. I'll give it to him.
Sunlight, you can.
Ah, yeah.
If the burn is bright enough.
Oh, who's this?
Sketchy hair.
Quick cut to the camera. No? Flying around. You know, give the Blade IP to Rocksteady and let them make a Blade game. I'll give it a sucker punch. Imagine Ghost of Tsushima combat with vampire hunting. In the sewers, in the city, nighttime, daytime, the Daywalker. Get Wesley Snipes in to voice it again.
You all belong to us. The others want you dead.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes done anything recently?
Want you here,
Sorry?
alive.
Has Wesley Snipes done anything recently?
He went to prison for quite some time, Richie, so probably not.
Okay. Maybe he's not the right choice to say. Who's the guy who's taking up his Blade in the MCU? Give it to that guy.
So here's a question for you, and for the chat as well. End of the month, we've got the launch of two big games.
See the sun
This
again.
and Gollum. Which one ends up with the better Metacritic rating at the end of the year?
Right. Based on the reviews I've seen so far for this, I'm actually going with Gollum.
All that made me think of it was when she got burned by the light, and I thought I'm just going, it burns us, and I was like, Gollum connected up.
The thing with Gollum as well is the expectations are different.
Interesting.
I think this is a game that's probably been burned by its expectations.
Right.
Apparently, Redfall's not done with me.
Bellamy's Journal. Captain Bellamy. My last passage.
I survived.
Let's get out of this tin can.
Oddly, I'm turning down the control sensitivity. I'm usually turned up in games. Feels a bit.
Quick. Fire
Yeah.
extinguisher? Can I pick up the fire extinguisher? No? It's red. I'm guessing I can shoot it at some point. I've got half health already. Is that from that vampire? No medical supplies.
Yeah, from the starting. Right, where do we get weapons?
Oh, smoochies. I found some smoochies and some chocolate. Oh, they're not medical supplies though.
I took some smoochies, yeah.
Smoochie. Oh, what's that? Ah, more journals.
Holy water.
Holy water.
I've got a legal letter. Important.
This
Aha,
ought to
found a
Ah,
pistol.
Doc is healing me. Thank you, Doc.
That's more like it.
As his name suggests, he's the medic.
That ain't right.
Is there a ping system in this game?
I'm not sure. So this is another issue that seemed to have come across. I've seen a few early reviews say that you couldn't interact with certain things, like the prompts disappeared. So you know that legal letter you were just talking about?
Yeah.
I can't view it because I'm pressing X on the little prompt and nothing's happening.
Oh, it's
So-
working for me.
Yeah, handgun. I'll take a handgun.
I
Can I
understand you
view-
haven't seen your husband in 10 days, but I'm sure that there's stones left unturned. Talk to his co-workers and friends, blah blah blah. Yeah. Just give him some background. Someone's husbands went missing.
Threatening note.
Yeah, there's some grenades.
Travel bag. I
Oh,
did.
no, it looked like grenades. It was a space blanket.
I did see one of the things that this game did get a little bit of praise for is the inventory stock. You're not beholden to like weight limitations or anything. You can basically pick up as much as you as much as possible. You're not going to be like burdened by weight or you've maxed out on too many med kits or anything. Which I appreciate. When video games are trying to be video games, then just let them be a video game.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's just.
That's cool.
What's this water? Have you seen this water here?
Well, okay, so what just happened in the cutscene is the giant vampire showed up above the town of Redfall, created this kind of bubble, and we got washed out to sea. They almost captured and killed us on a boat until the sunlight came in and messed up with Killer Bee, Queen Vampire, whoever she was. And then now all four of us are here as a crew on the boat. Missing child. Why would you have a missing child poster on a boat? That seems like it's a large object that moves from location to location. The kid's either on the boat or they're not, right?
That is true. Unless
Oh,
it's
I
like
know.
a cruise and something you out to sea for like weeks and ends.
I'd want more than a picture up on the wall. Al Davis Music in the chat. Shout out to you. Of course, shout out to Al Code Z for doing our wonderful intro music for the Lunar Listening podcast. Available now. Right, guys. Do we have a ping system? Did we figure that out, Richie?
Yes, left
We
on
do.
the D-pad.
Left on the D-pad. Ah, sweet. Go here. Okay. Here is Redfall. The sun is out. The sun is eclipsed out, I should say. There's a giant bubble of water, and where are we heading towards?
It's like the waves have been frozen.
Yeah.
They're not like icy frozen, just like frozen in time.
Now, there aren't just vampires in this game. They're all also cultists. Hollow Man cultists. Right. I have 7 bullets remaining.
The adrenaline calm down a bit, shall we?
Ooh. Oh, thank you. Right, so there was one cultist who we killed. And gun ammo. Actually, I'm also going to turn down the sensitivity.
Yeah, it was a bit much, wasn't it?
Settings. Gameplay. Menu sensitivity. Where did you find it under?
I think it was settings and control. Controller.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Did you turn it down?
It's not a slider; it's a number. Oh,
What
it
is-
does have a slider when you highlight it. I turned it down to 1.75.
I was already on 1.25.
Mine was in like 2.5.
Oh no, I've slowed it down way too much. Yeah, 1 is not appropriate.
1.75 seems about right for me. I'm on a boat.
You're on a boat.
Yeah.
okay, so Jin says Redfall's an island, so having a missing poster on a boat may not be that crazy. That's fair. Right. I like how stuff just kind of gets sucked to you when you reach it. You know, you don't have to go like picking it up from scratch.
That is good.
Right. Are we heading towards this yellow marker?
I believe so.
Right, let's move out.
Oh, cultists in the background.
Cultists?
Yeah.
Ah,
So,
yes.
Down below.
Oh dear. Dear. Can I have his gun? I mean, I kind of want his gun.
Nope. His gun disappeared. One of them had a sniper rifle. Indeed. Like, I want that.
I was gonna say I've got 2 bullets for a pistol right now.
I have 2 different pistols.
How do we change weapon if you've got one? Ah, damn it! I
Why?
pressed the button. I don't have any, so I've got 1 bullet in a pistol. Okay. 1 shot, gotta make it count.
Is there a way I can drop?
There's a lot of crows. There's a lot of crows.
Flares. Someone needs help.
Flares in the sky. Let's get over there.
Flares. Could be a trap.
In fact, I have like
People
3
need help.
pistols,
Better get over there.
which is kind of too many pistols. You can't wield 3 pistols at once.
Ow. Yeah, I made my bullet count. Is there a melee? Yeah, there is.
The usual expected button, by any chance?
Yep. Pressing the stick. Simon's leading the charge. Dead in the water. Eliminate all cultists at the fire station. Okay, so the fire station, I believe, is like your first home base. You can infiltrate the fire station in a number of ways. Deal with the cultists, go through the main garage, climb the roof and go through the from above, or pick the lock at the back door. It seems like we're already going through the front door, if I'm honest.
That seems to be the most
Oh dear.
I'm in the shed.
Got your head in the shed, Richie. Got your head in the shed. Right, here's the fire station.
Right. Does this game have like friendly fire?
Don't know, there's only one way to find out.
Right. Come and shoot me in the foot.
Where you at?
Just
Okay.
there you go.
Stay still, stay still, stay still. No. Either that or you've got bulletproof boots.
Yeah, could be.
Bulletproof boots. Okay, fire exit. Oh, look at all these. If those 4 fire
We have a
station
flashlight.
veterans don't come back as like some creepy vampires, then they're missing a trick there. That would be cool. That kind of looks like Prince Charles a little
Okay,
bit.
so I've went downstairs and there's a lot of blood down here.
That's weird. The blood usually gets off on the 2nd floor.
And I've just got a shotgun.
From the fire station.
Yeah.
Let's restock, shall we?
Chen's class. Anything in the fridge? Oh,
Vampire. I've got
vampire.
Vampire.
Where at?
Downstairs.
Copy that.
Is it scary? That's the toilet.
Not really. It's just kind of jumping around at me.
Oh, I kind of find where was downstairs. I like the music. The music's quite sinister. Right, I found
Where'd it go?
Firefighter of the Year award.
Where'd the vampire go? Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is. Oh, well done. Do vampires get injured by bullets?
Yes, seemingly. Oh, you actually have to stake him.
Nice. Steak night. Level up. Okay, it's going good. It's going good. Evening, Crazy Bads. Hope you're good. You've been in Helix Hero for 20 months. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Raven, you've unlocked Jacob's first hero ability, Raven. Hold LB to have your Raven mark nearby threats. Release LB to launch your Raven forward to mark more threats. So he's kind of like a scout then. Raven is a mysterious entity bound to Jacob, which began manifesting shortly after his arrival on Redfall. Like his own shadow, the Raven is never far from Jacob and useful for scouting enemies. As Jacob levels up, you can spend skill points to upgrade the Raven. What have you just unlocked then? I'm guessing we all have.
An electric javelin.
Hmm.
Which I throw and then just electrocutes things around it.
Awesome. Hey, Doc gets the reference. Steak night. Me and my wife sing the steak night song whenever we're going out for steak. We don't do the dance, but we do sing the song.
You do the dance, we all know.
No, we don't. No, we don't. I do love a good steak night though. You mean Rob should all go to Estabulo's some point soon? Have some beers and unlimited meat. Because we always go out for beers, but we very rarely actually go out for food, don't we?
Supply spotted.
Okay.
It just shows you where.
Once in a while, we'll grab some food while we're out.
Yeah.
It's never like a planned. We're not like going out for food. It's just like, can we grab a quick bite?
Yeah.
While we're here.
Ah.
Brilliant.
Shows you where our priorities are. Thank you for pointing out the shotgun. Do appreciate that. Now I've actually got a better weapon than a pistol.
Right, so I'm back inside the fire station. Where are we actually going?
I don't know. I still haven't found downstairs in the fire station yet, so I'm going to have a wander upstairs. There is a marker that is.
In fact,
there's a big yellow door. There's a big yellow door upstairs.
Right, I'm gonna
Can't
go back
miss it.
downstairs because I kind of ran away from the vampire. Oh, there was nothing down. It was just a vampire down here.
Yeah. Well, I slid down the pole, and I'll be honest, kind of disappointed by the interaction with the pole. Didn't hold his arms out. He just kind of fell alongside the pole. Right. So we all.
Puts a fire station in level 1. It doesn't give. Doesn't have like fire pole mechanics.
Or a Ghostbusters reference. Right.
I'm gonna go to the Ghostbusters fire station too.
We all need to be near this door to continue. Or we all need to knock on the door. Knock, Doc.
Alright, so
where's
it's a
Doc at?
proximity ready status thing.
Doc's downstairs. Yeah, this, again, without pointing out all the flaws, one of the frustrations with this was apparently because it's all connected multiplayer. The big one was the host only gets the story progression. The second one was everyone needs to gather in one area. So if you're playing online with people who you don't know or can't communicate with, if one of them's just dicking around somewhere, 3 out of 4 of you have to just wait and hope that they make their way towards this point. Which you can imagine, if you're not playing with friends, gets very annoying very quick.
I know, but I'm kind of. I know a lot of people do it, but I've never really saw the appeal of playing multiplayer cooperative games with
Strangers.
randoms on the internet. Yeah.
Nope. They could be vampires.
Stuff like I never used to mind if you like squadding up on something like a team-based shooter or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like a Rainbow Six Siege, you can get away with that. But when it's like story-driven.
Yeah, when you're not just like playing like short 5-10 minute matches, you're actually committing possibly 2-3 hours of a player session to something. Right, so it looks like they're kitting out the firehouse. Okay, so Doc's saying you get a message. So if you are the people who aren't near the checkpoint zone, you get a prompt. That's handy to know. Right, so we have our HQ. We've got our superpowers, or our power-ups. I have a Raven, quote the Raven, and you've got a electric javelin.
Which is could be an awesome name for a techno band.
It could be electric javelin. And I've got my first achievement. Look for your first unrivaled item. Dead in the water, mission complete. Powerful vampires have pushed back the tides and blackened out the sun. Left with no escape, you made your way to the shore where you met several new allies hiding out in a fire station. Hopefully you can find each other hopefully you can help each other, and survive the situation. Cool, mission complete. Do we get a kit out HQ, do we think? Or is this just... It's now...
It's a weapons crate.
Ooh. There is... I'm guessing we all get the same weapons crate when it's not like shared ammo or anything like that by the looks of it.
I hope it's not shared.
Right, well I've got some ammo from that crate. Is that... oh, I thought there was someone... We were just hiding in the corner there. There's a random person here. Civilian, good to see you. Have you looked up the sun? You're not supposed to do that, my dear. And she hears things in her head.
I haven't used my skill point yet.
Oh, we have a skill point to spend. Oh, look at this guy.
They messed with the wrong town.
That's an interesting
Over the hospital almost immediately.
person. Right, skill point. Oh, so we have quite an in-depth skill tree then. That looks to branch out. So there's my Raven. So what can I do with my Raven? Early Bird. Raven charges faster. Increase the Raven's scan radius. Or increase the Raven's scan radius again. Bird's Eye. Okay. Or...
I've updated my javelin, so when it hits an enemy, it has a chance of them dropping useful items.
Right. Quick recovery. Increase the amount of health regenerated. When you revive a teammate, they have more health. Lone gunner. Additional storage for assault rifle and ammo. Additional storage for handgun. Ammo. Okay, ammo seems to be the smart one. What's this one over the far side? Deeper pockets. Jacob can carry more lockpicks. Okay. I'll go with probably just health at this moment in time. Health regenerated. I'm being attacked by vampires. Health regeneration seems like a good move. Okay. Right then. Shall we head out, everyone?
Head up.
Oh, we need to go see Dr. Hunt. Terrence Hunt.
Mr. Boyer, am I right? I'm glad you're here.
I guess.
You'd be the only one.
I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't shown up. I speak for everyone when I say thank you. My name is Terrence Hunt. I'm a doctor. Used to work at Redfall Regional. I'm taking care of everyone here. Sick, injured, and everything in between. If you need medical supplies, come to me.
So can you just hear him talking while I'm speaking to him?
Yeah. Who need help just as much as you. I might end up giving good luck out there.
Good luck out there. Dr. Reverend Eva.
It's doing the thing as well where when I was quite far away from him, I could hear him clearly, which can be a good or bad thing. I think depends on the game. For this sort of game where you're talking to him, and then I think I prefer it that way because it means I can still listen in on the conversation while having an explore.
Yeah. Talk to Reverend Eva. Do we know where Reverend Eva is? Are you locking yourself in the back of there? Right. So again, it says talk to Reverend Eva, but it's not really telling me where that is. It says go here on the map. 20 meters away, Reverend Eva.
Ah, I found him.
Why did I presume I presumed Eva was a girl. Error statement. Are you speaking to Reverend Eva, or do I have to as the host?
I don't know. I'm talking to her. Talking to her?
Sorry, it couldn't be under better circumstances.
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
We were at the homeless shelter before this.
There we go.
Anyway.
Eva looks like a vampire. I'm just gonna say it.
Sending people for supply runs.
Wearing all black,
scavenging,
slick black hair.
Getting people to safety.
Vampire.
Sometimes they bring
Call
back
it now.
useful stuff. Check the trunk from time to time.
Using her godly powers
Whatever's
to
in there
protect
is
herself
yours.
from the vampire
It's
curse
there.
that she runs through her
I
veins.
sent someone out to find food, and they brought back 30 doodle donuts. Come on.
The doodle donut.
I can buy a lockpick. I think I'm going to buy a lockpick. That
Yeah.
seems like something I would want.
I didn't have enough money to buy anything, so I'll leave you guys to shop as I go find
Stick together.
Anna.
That's how you make it back alive.
Good job the torch has unlimited battery.
Yes. Although that would be a good horror mechanic to have in there. Is that Anna? Anna's pregnant.
Jacob, huh? What's with the eye?
Don't ask.
We all have eyes, lady.
We owe you one. I'm Anna, and this is my
Get off that
husband, Joe.
table.
You ran into one of those
Did you spend
creeps,
money on
yeah?
medical supplies?
Only way to kill him is
Nope,
with a
don't think
stake
I've
to
spent
the
any
heart.
money.
Makes them pop like a firework. Those loonies, you can take out with a regular gun, though. And we got plenty of those. This steak's free, but you gotta earn the guns out of my stash. Sorry.
She's not sorry.
I ain't sorry. Anyway, nice to meet you.
Good evening, too, back.
I'll be here if you need me.
Oh. Getting a big dip in performance there. Again, streaming hotspot from my phone right now, so...
So far it's hard to tell because I don't feel like we've got in... Yeah, I also don't feel like we've had a chance to get into the game properly. We've fought one vampire and that's basically it at this point, so...
Right, I've got a stick for my weapon. Where's the briefing table? Is it upstairs? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Internet seems to have stabilized. Yeah, it's hard to make a... We've not really done a mission yet. We've walked through a bit of the town, killed some cultists, fought one vampire in the firehouse, taken over the firehouse as our HQ, and we're about to do the main mission. So, dead in the water, done. Mission selection. Why can I not select the next mission?
Sound unstable.
Choose the next mission you would like to accept. You can only have one active at a time. Cannot repeat missions. Okay. Did somebody already pick the mission by any chance? Oh, start the first mission. What I was about to do. Well, let me select. Do we all need to be near the table?
Don't think so.
Because it's grayed out for me when I go to select it. Oh,
yeah, there's the ready status.
So we need Simon to be near the table, which seems like an odd thing if we're all in the firehouse.
It feels like you could select the mission while you're around the firehouse, and it's when you leave or something you'd activate. But
so what do we need for Simon to get in on this then? He's the only one not ticked. He just literally needs to come near the pool table upstairs.
Yeah, look, if I move away from the table, my tick should go.
Oh yeah. Well, that is frustrating.
It's RPG. You have to roleplay. We are currently around the table planning the mission.
Well, 3 of us are. No, Simon's here now. Let's get into it.
Don't care. When we got here, things were already a hair shy of Halloween.
You think?
Empty streets, secret fires, things creeping in the windows. Made contact on the second day. I got hit hard and drug off. Lights out. Woke up tasting blood with this freak-ass bird in my grill.
That was a rough night.
Hell, with my back broke.
Yeah.
But it ain't up to me. I can't go back to Belleville.
Oh, you're getting a different character story to me.
Oh, okay.
Coming to help these civilians.
We love you, Redfall.
A few dozen of us tried getting off the island on that ferry. Damn bloodsuckers killed the sun.
Right, so
back the ocean.
Vampires took over and they tried to escape, and everyone on the ferry seems to have got some kind of powers.
Ain't nothing left to do but cut out and grab some gear. Maybe save some idiots in the process.
You know when everyone tries and gets like weapons and ammo in an apocalypse scenario?
Let's go.
Yeah.
It only really works in America, doesn't it? Like if it happened here, like the best we could do is go get a shovel from Tesco, or a rake from the sheds, whereas they're like, let's go to the local gun shop and get every weapon possible.
Well, you wouldn't want to go to like a supermarket because you think that's where everyone's going to go immediately for like supplies. You'd think of like going somewhere like smaller. I reckon just somewhere that people wouldn't think to go that you could pick up stuff.
Out to sea.
Well, no, you have to actually be able to pick up stuff.
Right, so we have our Redfall map, everybody. There's the town of Redfall. Calm seas, sunny skies. We have to go here.
Where's here?
Oh, that's loud.
I've exited the fire station.
Now, dare I make an attempt to switch back to my internet, Richie?
No, because you'll probably drop the stream at the time you do it.
I feel like it might be a little bit better than hotspotting. Right, what's...
I mean, you can try it, but the stream is cursed tonight, so...
Who the bloody hell was that?
What the bloody hell was that?
So do we all just have shotguns and pistols at the moment?
Yes. Sticking close to your friends grants gameplay advantages based on how much you trust to build with them, completing missions together, surviving deadly encounters, and helping build each other's trust. That unlocks more conversations between heroes, so you get to know each other. You may find many waypaths through Redfall, reach the down bellwether helicopters, etc., etc. Drop your own markers, follow predominant landmarks like down choppers or smoke plumes. Follow the road east will bring you to the nearest historical marker. Okay then.
East. Let's go east then.
East. Right, so this is just the town of Redfall is open to us.
Yep.
East for the first historical marker, okay. Group of 4. Let's see the lighthouse.
Check out this house on the left.
The house on the left seems possibly like a historical marker. There's a power box outside. Yeah, why not, Richie? Let's explore.
Can't.
You can't.
Can't access that door.
Oh, okay.
I'll check around back. Nope.
Right, I've sent out my raven. Don't know what that's going to do.
I can break into this car, but I'd use one of my lockpicks.
Oh. We can't get in this house then? Ooh.
Nope.
Someone dropped
So that car's got an alarm on it as well. So if someone wants to break in, make sure you disable the alarm.
Not on my side. Oh, there's another prompt. Can't read this book on the table. Random.
It looks like I can...
Jacob, you're a man of action. Could I?
Don't ever call me that again.
What the...
Right, I think...
Can I ask you a question?
Is that your electric javelin? My word.
Someone just shoot that electric thing.
Right.
No, that wasn't me.
I'm gonna
I've leave the
try...
doghouse.
I'm gonna try switching the internet. Just because it's really, bad. Although the other one might not be better. We can but find out. So bear with us, chat. Fingers crossed. Usually YouTube gives you like a fraction of a second.
No, I didn't want to climb on top.
I've got the games. Are you still with me? You still there with me?
I'm still with you.
Right. So I've got you. I don't have the...
I'm still here.
I've got the game audio, but not the visuals. Which is an odd thing to experience.